happy Thursday or whatever day of the week it is for you. I hope that you've been having a wonderful week so far. And I've missed you. I've missed you. Hi. We are back at it. As you can tell, I literally have not logged in since my last stream because we are still with Nahida. So, on the plus side, that means that you have missed nothing. On the not so plus side, it also does mean I have not built any of my characters. It's fine! Xander, thank you for renewing your membership for 20 months! I can't believe it's been 20 months on YouTube. What? Oh. You know what I just realized? I did not introduce myself. Hello! I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz. I'm the English voice of Lumine in Genshin Impact. I also voice some other cool characters if you are curious. I feel like it's probably in the description, maybe, I don't know. Crisp, thank you for renewing your membership for 11 months. Kramid, thank you for renewing your membership for 18 months. It's a membership renewal train. Oh my gosh. Before we get started, I'm gonna thank my mods. Thank you to my wonderful mods. They are all tagged in the description, but just to extra thank them. Thank you to Archie and Brandon and Crazy and Crisp and Diamond and Cramin and Xander. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you. Yeah. Here we are. I know it's been a while since I've streamed, but if you want to, just so you know, me and the voice of Venti, Erica Harlicker, have been playing through Kingdom Hearts. We are now on Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories, and new episodes come out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So go check them out on Erica's channel. And Glenn, thank you for renewing your membership for 9 months. Yeah, so in between this last stream that I did, which was the Nahida, end of the Nahida quest, and right now, I went to MCM Comic-Con in London. It was awesome. It was my first time ever in London. I made some TikTok videos if you want to check them out. I might start doing like videos like that for my future conventions. My next one is in Miami SuperCon. So maybe I'll do like another like come with me to Miami SuperCon video for my TikTok. If y'all like those types of videos, which if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. But if you like it, let me know in the comments. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. I actually really like doing that type of video because so I feel like I should just like get started playing, and then y'all are probably bored, but I'm just gonna keep talking because I feel like it. Okay, so I really like the idea of like filming videos and stuff, but I get kind of nervous like filming in public, and I don't really know how, like, I don't know, I just feel awkward filming in public. So I like the like come with me videos because I can sort of just like film, but I can do it silently, and I don't have to worry about, I don't have to be like, and this is, you know, like in public, I don't have to be like, hey everyone. I could just like do it in secret, and then do the voiceover after. So I like those types of videos. I had a lot of fun making them, but hopefully you also liked them, and if not, I'm sorry. If not, I'm sorry. Okay, so Today, we are gonna play the Kazuha story quest. Hangout. The Kazuha... Is it a story quest or hangout? I can't remember. I can't remember! Oh wow, I leaned in to whisper and then I screamed even louder. Sorry, this is an anti-ASMR channel apparently. It's so funny. Okay, so, yes. Story. It's a story quest. Story quest. So we're gonna do that because apparently something else that happens, you need to have done this. Moz, why are we doing the Kazuha story quest? Moz, why are we doing this? I can't remember. There was a reason. Look at these commissions. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the reason we're doing this, as thought up by me and no one else, and by that I mean I asked the mods because I didn't know what to do, was we were gonna do the Wanderer interlude chapter, but apparently you have to do Kazuha story quest as a requirement. And so, yeah. But what really happened was I was like, mods, what do we do now? We're done with the story. Now what? Anyway, you know what I just realized? Okay, I just had a thought. And you know what? I'm gonna keep the thought to myself, actually. Maybe I won't. No, I'm not. When have I ever kept a thought to myself? Never. I've never kept a thought to myself. So I was just thinking, maybe I should put a poll. Okay. So now that we're done with the story stuff, I kind of have to figure out, do I keep streaming every week? Do I stop streaming every week and only do events and new story stuff? Do we want to see building? Do we not want to see building? And these are all questions that I have had in my head that I have been wondering about. But I don't know. I don't know. But I had the thought that we could do a poll in the server / I might try to do some non-streamed videos for my channel. Anyway, these are all the thoughts that are running through my head. All the things you said, running through my head. That is what that made me think of. All the things you said, running through my head. Okay, let's get started. Is it this one? Is it this one? How's everyone's day going? I didn't even ask you. How's your day going? How are you doing? So many undone. Look. Okay, I hear you. However, there's so much content. It's never-ending content. Oh, Xander. I'm sorry you're feeling down. I hope your day gets better. Maybe this will make your day a little better. Maybe? Maybe? Oh, how was my London trip? It was so good. We had tea and fish and chips. Actually, y'all, I went and got fish and chips with my twin brother Isaac, who was with me in London. And here's the thing. I don't eat fish. So we went and got fish and chips. And Isaac got fish and chips. And I got chicken tenders and chips. And I'm pretty sure it was the kids' meal because it was like half the price of his fish and chips. And I was like, oh, do people like not order chicken tenders here? I was like, is this not what people do? It was very funny. No, I love a kid's meal. I love a kid's meal. But it wasn't on like a kid's meal section. It was just like on the menu. But then when I got it, like it was legitimately half the price. And I was like, oh. Interesting. Interesting. Did I do my accent on anyone? I did not. Well, was anyone from MCM? Did I do it to anyone in the line at MCM? I can't remember. I did it. You know what? That's my awesome handler that I had for 2 days. His name is Ashley. Shout out to Ashley. Ashley, who probably will never see this. I feel like I did it to him, and he was like, I had two awesome people helping me, Ashley and then Savannah. And yeah, MCM was awesome. I had a great time. It was so awesome. Getting to see everyone's cosplays was amazing. It was amazing. I saw so many Lumines. I loved it. And Archie, I met Archie there and I met Glenn there. And Archie got me a Lumine pin, because remember, okay. Oh my gosh, it's been like 15 minutes and we haven't started. I have to start. Okay, but I feel like I have things to say. Okay, so I made a comment on my last stream about this like thing and me being like, I wish it was a pin. And then Archie surprised me with a Lumine pin. It was super sweet of them. I loved it. It's on my little backpack now. So cute. So cute. So cute. Oh my gosh, speaking of spilling the tea. Okay. No, we have to play. Stop distracting me in the chat. This is on you. Oh. My sleeve is on. My sleeve is on wrong. How did that happen? Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Spend one story key for Kazuha. Drum roll, please. This better be the right one, because I'm doing it. Yay! Yay! Okay. Huh? Huh? What? Oh, it's called Acer Palmatum. Y'all. Acer. Oh! It's right there in its own little section. If you didn't know, it has its own little section. It's got its own little section called Story Quest. Story Quest. Story Quest. All right. Look away. Look away from the quests, everyone. No, just look away. Look away. There are no quests. I finished all the world quests. They are not there. You do not see them. You do not see them. Bye, Nahida. Look away, look away. Okay. Kazuha. Hello? 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 Huh? Huh? Kazuha, where are you? Do I need to lower my volume? Do I need to lower my volume? Kazu! Oh! There it is. Hello, I found you, Kazu. Kazuha. Canadian Ether! Canadian Windblade! Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh! Ooh! Hey, 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 hey! This is what happens knowing that Archie and Brandon are not here. I'm like, we can do whatever we want! Chaos, chaos, chaos! Right, Xander? Right, Crammon? Right, Crisp? Chaos, chaos! Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Coas. Crazy! Crazy! No! Crazy, what happens at the stream stays at the stream. Don't tell them! Okay. Oh, I have a question. Okay. So I voiced a character in a mobile game called Mobile Legends. And I did not know that anyone knew of this game. I legitimately did not know that anyone, I was like, oh, like I've never heard of it, all this stuff. And I made a little video for TikTok. And I was like, hello, love. Hello, love. I voiced this character in this game. Hello. And, yeah, her name is Layla. And, a lot of people saw that video. Actually, someone else put it on their channel and a lot of people saw their video, not my video. Yeah, I was like, what? So, do any of y'all play this game? It's called Mobile Legends, and my character's name that I voice is Layla. Do any of you play this game? If you do, say hi. I don't know. Be like, it's me. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Oh, you used to.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then.
As if in the blink of an eye, there have been so many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Wait a moment.
Huh? What's up?
be careful. Someone's coming.
Hey!
Oh, we're fighting! Ah, we're fighting!
Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little.
There we go. There we go.
Crumble. Careless.
Oh, ah, oh.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all?
I'm sorry. Huh? 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 Is this back at the Vision Hunt decree? Are we? I'm so confused. Is this? Are we back in time? Okay.
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
Okay.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them.
Okay.
No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue.
I agree.
It's dangerous.
I agree.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Couldn't agree more. Very smart, for once.
Hey, don't be mean. I'm unsmart lots of the time. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go fight Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Actually, I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
I can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting styles are kind of similar.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Yay! Done, done, done. Okay, yes, so just to finish that conversation, it sounds like a lot of you used to play that game, but now you have maybe moved past it. But that's so awesome. That's so awesome. Did you know, those of you that played the game, did you know I was the voice of Layla until I made that announcement? Like, could you tell? Or did you not know until after? You did not know. That's funny. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny that you noticed that I was Layla after playing Genshin. That's funny. Because to me, I feel like they're so different voices. So whenever people are like, oh, they sound, I could totally tell. I'm like, really? Because they sound, but that's because it's my voice, you know? But yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I voiced Layla in Mobile Legends. I voiced Lumine in Genshin Impact. I voiced Angela in Trials of Mana. Shout out to Angela. Yes, yes, yes. I'm trying to think of Layla lines. I can't even remember any of them. Time to shine. How does it go? Keep it up until you're as brilliant as me. Trying to think of other Mobile Legend lines. I can't. Yeah, I'm in Pokemon Masters too. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's keep going. I like that Lumine was fighting that guy and was like, he kind of fights like Kazuha, because that means, I don't know what that means. I don't know why she would notice, but I like it. Ding, 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 ding. I voiced Caitlyn and Roxanne in Pokemon Masters. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Do y'all play Pokemon Masters? I'm only the voice of Layla and Layla. I'm only the voice of Caitlyn and Roxanne in Pokemon Masters X. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess. But okay, Lumine never fought Kazuha, but she fought like with Kazuha, so that's probably why. That's probably why. I did. I also did voice Angela in Trials of Mana. I tried to play Trials of Mana, y'all. One time. One time. Should I play more Trials of Mana? Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Remember when we were here for that event? Okay, remember the painting event? And Ayato was dropping hints for us all over the place, but we didn't know it was him. Remember when he dropped something here and then like dove into the water? Like a dolphin? And we were like, what was that noise? Who was in the water? Oh gosh. Who is this?
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Two?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
You could compare it to the technique Beto used to strike down Haishan. I don't know if that's how you say that name.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
The Shogunate probably wants to show some goodwill. After all, the Raiden Shogun's mindset has changed.
Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Liam, thank you for this super chat. Liam says Nosepass is the only Pokemon who evolved. I don't know what that means. But, and Kramen can back me up on this. I was talking to some people. And I have to say, I think Nose Pass is very cute. Apparently not everybody agrees. But I really like that Nose Pass has like a little pink nose. Not little, because I guess it's big. But and it matches Roxanne's like color, pop of color. I like that they match. I think it's really cute. And apparently other people don't agree with me, but I think Nose Pass is really cute. So there. Thank you! I'm so glad y'all agree with me. But Crammon can back me up. Everyone else was like, no. Nose Pass. And I was like, yes, Nose Pass is cute. Nose Pass is cute. Yes. Eurishan, that is such a good question. Crammon has it right. I do not have favorite characters. I have a really hard time choosing favorites, just like in general. Like as a human being, I have a really hard time picking favorites of like, even just like, I don't know, colors and stuff. I have a hard time with it. But I especially have a hard time picking like a favorite character because I feel like they all mean something special to me. They all have something special that I get to like, I don't know. They all have like a little piece of me, I feel. So I have a hard time with that. If you were at MCM, Kellen and I did a panel. Oh my gosh. If you've never met Kellen, you need to meet Kellen. Kellen is in Five Nights at Freddy's and also voices the Abyss Herald in Genshin. And Kellen is so funny. I love Kellen. Kellen is hilarious, like just so funny. And we had so many good questions. Like I loved the questions that were asked. We had a really good time. But yeah, that was one of the questions was about favorite characters. And I was like, I feel really bad, but I don't really have an answer for this because I have a hard time with favorites. Oh yeah, since we're talking about Pokemon, I should bring up Bo. Bo is my resident Pokemon expert. Bo Bridgeland, the voice of Chongyun. I feel like Bo knows everything about Pokemon. I do not. Leah, thank you for the super chat. And Nerdy Clarinetists. Yes, I had to like look closer to make sure I said it right. Thank you for becoming a member for 11 months. Oh my gosh. They say, I can't decide on a favorite character I voice because I forgot them all. That's fair. That's very fair. I feel like all of the opinions are allowed. Like, even if people have a favorite, that's like no judgment. You know what I mean? Because sometimes a character is just really special and that's totally allowed. I, as a person, have a hard time with favorites. Like, I can barely pick a favorite color. So, picking a favorite character is just, like, one step too far. Ty Quick, thank you for the super chat. Did you play Pokemon Go back in 2016? I did not. I did not. The first game I ever played was actually... I guess I played, like, some... I guess I played some video games, like, maybe in high school, but not really. Like, if I went to a friend's house and they were playing, they might be like, here, take the controller and play a little. And, like, I would do that. Like, I did that with Zelda Skyward Sword. And I would just, like, run around and, like, cut the grass. And, like, get the rupees. But I didn't, like, actually play it. So, yeah, I didn't really play games until, like, honestly, the pandemic. My brother got me, he got me, like, a used, Nintendo Switch, and then I tried to play Breath of the Wild, and we all know how that ended. And then I played Genshin. Captain Icicles! Hello, thank you for the super chat. Welcome, welcome, because you super chatted more than $5. I am giving Remy a treat. I'm throwing it to him. Oh my gosh, Tears of the Kingdom stream when? Yikes. I feel like I have to like, don't I need to do Breath of the Wild first? Like, I feel like I need to do Breath of the Wild first before Tears of the Kingdom. But it would take me forever! It would take me forever. That's true. If we get to my subscriber goal, I am going to play Breath of the Wild and go straight to the final boss. Although I can't just go straight to the final boss, right? I still have to do the tutorial at the beginning with my nemesis. Okay, yes. About Ocarina of Time. So, Erica and I are playing through Kingdom Hearts right now. We are doing a Rechain of Memories, and then we are going to do Kingdom Hearts 2, and then after that, Erica wants to play through Zelda Ocarina of Time on her channel, so we'll do the same thing that we've been doing this whole time. I will watch as Erica plays. Tomorrow morning, you should check out, we have another Kingdom Hearts episode coming out. I have no idea which one it is. Crisp, give us a hint of what's coming tomorrow. I don't remember. I have not played Honkai Star Rail, and here's why. Here's why. Did you see the amount of world quests I have to do in this game? Did you see? Brian, did you see? Did you see? I don't think I can do it! I don't think I could take on another game right now. Look at this. Look at this! Ah! I mean, don't look! Look away! No! Never mind! Don't look! Look away! I have not played any of the Five Nights at Freddy's games, but I heard they're scary. Has Kellen played them? I heard they're scary. And you know me. Although, someone told me I should play The Last of Us. So... Maybe sometime Kellen can play some Five Nights at Freddy's and I can just watch. That is my dream. I think that's my dream. I think for scary games, I think maybe my dream is just to like watch a little bit of someone else playing. Okay, here we go.
Oh? It's you.
Kazuha!
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I've heard a thing or two. I forget.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight, and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaedahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaedahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end.
Oh.
You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
Does he want to do that?
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors?
Huh?
All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaedahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Oh yeah, that person!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Do you have any siblings? Could it be someone you trained with under the same master? Okay, Lumine? Lumine, babe. You can't just be out here assuming two people. You're like, I sense a similarity. Are you siblings? Okay. That's not how. Okay. That's not how siblings works. Also, they looked nothing alike. Oh, wow. Also, hi, Archie. Did Crazy summon you? Crazy. Crazy, come forth. Come forth. Okay, here we go.
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back. This guy was a
Watch your
serious
back.
nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Dun, 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 dun.
The detective agency?
Crazy,
knows the
no!
most
Why
about
would
what
you
goes
say
on
that?
in town.
No! What chaos? Nothing? No? Also, Archie, I was telling everybody about the like really adorable pins that you gave me. They're still in my backpack. Thank you so much for those. I actually recently went to Disneyland with a friend, and I had them on my backpack, and I was like hoping somebody would be like notice them, but nobody did. I've been like having it on my backpack like all the time, and I just like keep waiting for someone to be like, oh, Lumine. But it hasn't happened yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Diamond! Oh my gosh, I feel like we have so many mods here. This is amazing. So many mods. So many mods. So many mods. Ooh, ooh. I was saying to Erica on one of our most recent Kingdom Hearts streams. Wait, Crisp, you never said what was happening tomorrow. Give us a hint of what, so that everyone can know that they should go watch our Kingdom Hearts stream. Oh, also, if you haven't, could you like and subscribe? You don't have to. No pressure. However, if you wanted to, that would be cool. Oh, it got lost in chat. Crisp! What was it? I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. I was telling Erica that this year one of my goals was to do more singing. So maybe I'll do some recording. Oh yeah, we realized Sonic Blade isn't spammable. That was a hard lesson to learn. That was a hard lesson to learn. Sonic Blade. Sonic Blade. Sonic Blade. Dun, dun, dee, 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 dee. Okay, let's keep going. I'm just like reading the chat. I was reading the chat, but I wasn't responding. I was just reading. I was just enjoying what y'all were saying, but I wasn't responding. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, let's go. Do 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 do. Woohoo! But yeah, I want to do some more singing. Oh, I forgot that somebody asked if I could do a southern accent at the beginning of the stream, and I was gonna do it, and then I forgot. Howdy, partner. My name's Sarah. And I like cowboy boots and riding a horse. Have you ever been to the rodeo? I'm from Texas originally. That's why I say y'all. I say y'all because I'm from Texas originally. Sheriff Sarah. Howdy, y'all. My name is Sheriff Sarah. In this town, this town's only big enough for one sheriff, and that's me. Sheriff Sarah, reporting for duty. This is my actual accent, but I am from Texas, and that is why I say y'all, and I'm not saying it jokingly, and I'm not saying it ironically. I am just saying it because I am originally from Texas. If you've never been to Texas, I'm from Austin, Texas. If you ever go to Austin, Texas, the most important thing you can do while you're there is eat breakfast tacos. Breakfast tacos! Breakfast tacos! Breakfast tacos! Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Y'all, I missed you. I missed you! I hope you're enjoying this chaotic stream, but I missed you and I have to share all my thoughts with you. Okay, so I have an opinion that may be controversial. Okay? And here it is. Here it is. Breakfast tacos are superior to breakfast burritos. I'll say it again. Breakfast tacos are superior to breakfast burritos. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna double down on this opinion. Tacos are better than burritos. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry if you disagree. This is my controversial opinion. Tacos are better than burritos. Always. Always. Tacos are always better than burritos. Tacos, burritos. Tacos, burritos. Tacos, burritos. Do you know what I'm saying? Crazy says, this is a hot take if I've ever heard one before. Yes. And it's correct. Listen, I'll explain it. Let me explain it. Let me get into it, okay? Let me get into it. Just wait a minute. Let me get into it. The ratio of taco filling inside to tortilla in a taco, the ratio is better. That's all I have to say about that. No, see, no. It's the ratio. It's the ratio. I understand the burritos because they kind of tuck it all in. I get that. I hear you. But it's the ratio of filling to taco. And also, okay, and here we go. Let's get into it. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Okay, let's get into it. Crazy. Let's get into it. I have never had a burrito that I was like, this is the greatest burrito of my life. But you know what I have had? A taco that's been like, this is the best taco of my life. So what does that say? What does that say? What does that say? Okay. I've shared my controversial opinion of the day. And by of the day, I mean my only controversial opinion. Oh, I haven't had enough burritos. I feel like I've had enough burritos to know. And with tacos, okay, no, let's keep going. With tacos, I can be like, you know what? I wanted this taco and I wanted this taco. I can have multiple tacos. You can't have multiple burritos in one sitting. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. So, like, you're stuck with the choice you made. Like, you're stuck with the choice you made. But with tacos, you can have a taco sampling. You can have a taco platter. A taco platter? A taco platter is like, has to be ranked above a burrito. Like, I mean, you know, one burrito taco platter. One burrito taco platter. That's, you know. And like, here's the other thing. Crazy. Are you getting breakfast burritos or just like regular burritos? Like what, you know what I mean? Because like breakfast tacos are just top tier. It's just, yeah. To be fair, I should say, I don't know if I'm comparing, I feel like I'm mostly comparing like Tex-Mex tacos and burritos. That's what I think I'm mostly comparing. Crazy, you've never had a breakfast taco? I am so excited for you! Crazy, I am so excited for you! You get to experience having a breakfast taco for the first time. I don't even remember when my first breakfast taco was. I don't even remember. And you get to have that experience. That is so special. Oh, crazy, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. I'll make some some recommendations of places you should get your breakfast tacos, though. Actually, I'll just make it right now on stream. In LA, there is a place called Home State. And Home State has such delicious breakfast tacos. They're so good. They're so good. And if you're in Austin, Texas, I can make other recommendations that are so good. So good. The ones in Austin that I really like, they have a place called Taco Joint. There's a place called, well, people really like Taco Shack, but it's not my personal favorite, but a lot of people like that. There's a place called Torchy's Tacos. I really like Torchy's Tacos. And then there's a place called, I think it's called Cocino de Consuela, that their tacos are so good. So those are some of my recommendations. I love dinner for breakfast. Brinner. Okay, we gotta keep going. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I got really distracted by breakfast tacos. My bad.
Hey there. We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
Yay!
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora?
Millions?
Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic.
Okay.
What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
From different
It's true
sources.
that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Is this your way of giving praise? It was also not easy for me to fight him off. Okay. It wasn't easy, but we also didn't even get to the 50% mark before he like ran away. Do y'all remember that? We kind of fought him a little, but then before we even got to the end, he left. So I feel like he didn't actually want to hurt us that bad if he gave up. He gave up pretty fast.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble.
Kazuha!
Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
The more
All
information
right,
we
then.
have, the better.
Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time.
Huh?
One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amonoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amonoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Let's consider this a favor for Ryuji. We'll investigate both incidents at the same time.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
What'll you find?
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amonoma Smithy.
Sounds good.
What'll you find?
All the best with your investigation.
I
I'll
don't
get
know.
moving shortly myself.
Before we keep going, though, I do have to make a very special shout out to Xander for our wonderful time codes. Xander is so sweet and does time codes for the videos, and sometimes I am very chaotic and I feel very bad for Xander. So everybody in the chat, say thank you, Xander. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. since we discussed tacos and burritos, we need to have another discussion, okay? We need to have another discussion. And the discussion is... Before we do that, Xander said... Or no, Archie said sometimes. Did I say that Xander sometimes does the time codes? Or did I say that? Only sometimes. No, Xander always does the time codes. I don't know why I said sometimes, except Xander, if you ever decided you don't want to do the time codes anymore, you are allowed to stop. Oh, then I'm only sometimes chaotic. Sometimes I'm not chaotic. Sometimes the chaos happens to me, okay? Sometimes I start the chaos, but sometimes the chaos is not from me. It's from the game. That's not on me. I can't help that. That's from Genshin. You know what I mean? I didn't do that. But yes, Xander, thank you so much for the wonderful time codes. I am so grateful to you, and I know everyone here is too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, back to another potentially controversial opinion. Okay, before I get into that, Archie said, Sarah, I watched you scare a Sora cosplayer out of their shoes. Okay, here's the thing. At MCM, I went with Archie and Glenn to just like check out the artist alley. Because I tried to do it on my own and then I got kind of scared and confused. And there was someone in a Sora cosplay and I was very excited because I recognized the Sora cosplay, but also they looked amazing. And so in my mind, I was like, you should tell them that they look good. You should tell them that you like their cosplay. That's what you should do. That's a great idea. You should do that. And then potentially, I accidentally shouted at the stranger, "You look amazing!" But like shouted it at them. And potentially they looked really frightened and confused. And I was like, "You look amazing!" And they were like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Bye!" And like kept going. And then Archie was like, "What? You scared that person. You frightened that person. You scared them." I was like, "Oh, sorry. My bad." So yeah, that did happen. Okay. Before we keep going. Huh? What is that?
What will you have me solve?
Here's another controversial opinion. Okay. Pancakes are better than waffles. I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, but pancakes are just like factually better than waffles. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. It's just a fact. It's a fact of life. American pancakes or European pancakes? What's a European pancake? A crepe? I make myself laugh. I think I'm funny. Oh. You know, Okay, Archie says Dutch pancakes are a little thicker than crepes and they can be savory too. They're dinner food. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Okay, Crisp, I hear you. When it comes to if I'm making them at home, I will make a waffle, but only because it's easier for me to make and less of a mess. So I hear you. But if we're just talking about which one is better to eat and like have, like what you would order at a restaurant, for me, pancakes. Pancakes. Diamond says, okay, but silver dollar pancakes, the mini ones, or normal size? I think it depends. I feel like if I'm at a restaurant and they make the like really fluffy pancakes, then they should be regular sized. Archie, thank you for renewing your membership! 2 years on YouTube! Whoop whoop, we have to do something. Also, Archie, yes! I tried the Stroop waffles and they were so good. They did not make it back to America. The Stroop waffles did not make it back to America. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you, Grisp. Remy gets 2 treats. Here's the thing. I was told I was eating them wrong. I was told I was eating them wrong. Apparently, you're supposed to take your Stroop waffle and put it on top of a cup of tea. And let the tea, like, warm it? Or something? Archie, were you the one that told me I was supposed to do that? Someone told me that. And I was like... huh? Huh? Because that is like... okay. Let's just do, you know what, let's just do a reenactment, okay? Oh, I'm opening my Stroop waffle container. I pull one out. Ah, a Stroop waffle! Do you know what I'm not gonna do? What I'm not gonna do is just... okay, see you in a couple minutes. Put it on a tea and leave it for a couple minutes. I'm not gonna do that. I don't have the kind of patience for that. That is too difficult. So instead, what I did was, ah, yes, a Stroop waffle, my new favorite treat. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. And I ate it right away. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Ooh, that's a good question. Is it taboo to microwave them? Archie, tell us. Could you warm them up a different way? People do it there all the time, Archie says! So I am not incorrect in just... Nom 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 nom. They were so good. Thank you so much for the Stroop waffles. I loved them, Archie. Okay, here we go. Huh? Huh?
How can I improve my culinary skills?
Oh, here we go.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amonoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amonoma to pay my respects.
Ah, I see.
Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amonoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner.
The blade
You are,
chooses
without
you!
a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
A fire?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable.
Uh-oh.
The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
We still need to get the info from the Nagato family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
La 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 la. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so I maybe accidentally pinged some people in the server. My bad. If you're not in the server, you should join it. It's our Discord server. It's super fun. Actually, speaking of Discord server, someone at MCM was saying that they have a really hard time with like what artifacts to put on their characters, and I was telling them about our wonderful little server, and I was saying that our server and our mods are some amazing people, and that it's a pretty peaceful corner of the internet. And I was saying that I was sure that if that person needed help with artifacts, that they could go to the Genshin chat and ask for help, and that people would give it. And so if that was you that I told that to, and you are in the server and you've asked for help, you should let me know, because yeah. Okay, peaceful is maybe a stretch, but like kind. You know what I mean? I feel like we try to keep it chaotic in a wholesome way and kind. Yep. Here we go.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. What happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
You did the right thing. It's important to set boundaries.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Amonoma Yuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him. We're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Amonoma Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
It is a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
It is a little confusing, and that's not because I maybe accidentally pinged everybody who is in the server.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and, nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
They must have had an argument during the sale. Perhaps the fire was deliberately used to hide the truth. We are still missing crucial information.
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle. Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up. The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amonoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amonoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amonoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amonoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, But where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
Ding 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 ding. Whoa. Oh wait. Here we go!
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy
Paimon!
as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
Tatarigami. That's one thing I didn't expect to encounter here.
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Brandon's here! Brandon, thank you for becoming a member for 20 months! Brandon, listen! Brandon, listen. The ping was an accident. It was an accident. And that's the story of today. Yep, Brandon, you read the chat, so you know that it was an accident. An accidental accident. Brandon, what you really missed was, me and Crazy now have, we are having, what's it called? A standoff about whether tacos or burritos are better. I think tacos, and Crazy is about to join my team. And then we talked about waffles versus pancakes, and I vote pancakes. But someone brought up chicken and waffles is amazing, and you can't have chicken and pancakes. So waffles are they are awesome, but I feel like if you're going for like a sweet breakfast thing, I would choose pancakes over waffles. Wow, Brandon says if a place doesn't have good rice, then it's tacos all the way. I hear you. But here's the thing. The taco filling to tortilla ratio is superior to the filling to tortilla ratio in a burrito. It's just superior.
Huh. So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below.
Oh.
The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely.
No, let's not
Judging
go
from the
into
concentration,
creepy underground.
I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Surely someone would have noticed.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions.
Please don't say we're gonna go into the creepy underground lair. Please, Kazuha, please! Please do not say that. Please!
Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
No!
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
That's dangerous.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
So in the end, it was just a scare. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
Let's hurry. We cannot afford to delay any longer.
Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from. Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you too will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
Okay, we just have to take a quick detour again because, okay, Brandon did bring up a good point, and that is Chipotle burrito bowls. Okay, I really like the burrito bowls, but have you ever had the Chipotle tortilla chips? Because they're so good, and it's really good when you make a burrito bowl, and then you can use your tortilla chip, and you can, like, scoop up, like, a perfect bite of burrito bowl. It's so good. Is this the ominous Tatarigami energy? This is very ominous indeed. Look how ominous this is. Okay, well, now I don't see the ominous energy. Oh, there it is! I found it! Look how ominous this is!
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here, and seems to be dissipating slowly.
2 parts. So would that correspond to Mr. Nagato and Amonoma Yuya?
Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely!
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Burn! Ugh. Take this! Oh no, but they're going up there! But I'm not up there anymore! Ah!
Lightning flash!
Solidify!
Solidify! Solidify! No, don't go down there! Take this!
Dawn, break forth!
Dawn, break forth!
It's...
Ooh, look at this red stuff. What is it?
What is it?
by the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
I am Nagato. I was wounded by Amonoma Yuya. He took my most precious blade. I chased him, but could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. I thought that I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding. But it seems that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. It hurts. It hurts. But for some reason, I can't fall unconscious. So all I can do to distract myself from the pain is write. What will happen to Sachiko, Yuichi, and Yuji? I'm sorry to them. I really am. Only now do I realize how stuck in my ways I was, and how blind to my obsession. I must have been cursed. I collected all those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not one iota of happiness or warmth. Put all of it together, and it still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you, and sorry for letting you down, Sachiko. Is he dead?
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amonoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us. Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
Let's ask the Tenryo Commission to do a thorough search later. There are more important things right now.
Yes. Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amonoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right, so let's get moving.
How did it come to this? It's not in his nature.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Oh my gosh. This is sad. They're all sad. None of them are not sad. Alright, let's keep going. I am not writing in the Discord server right now. What? Who could do that? Not me. Who? 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 What? Where? When? Why? Who? What? Where? When? Why? Who? What? Where? When? Why? All right. Whoa! I love these things! Ah. Ah! There we go. No!
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Huh?
Show yourself! It's no use hiding anymore.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amonoma Yuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Amonoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Dun, dun, dun! The blade?
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light. Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather, as a means to occupy, Amonoma Yuya's body.
Dun, dun, dun!
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy.
It's one of Kazuha's
In me,
ancestors,
he
I know
placed
it!
all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown,
The
a
lore!
master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So... swords can become conscious and control people?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After
This is
the death
creepy!
of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home.
Huh?
I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and
So is
prove
this
my
person
power,
dead?
the might of Ishin art.
Ah, so Amonoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amonoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amonoma Yuya's body, I have found you. And by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun.
Kazuha is stronger than you.
Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come. Now, give your body over to me! Submit to me!
Oh! How come I can't?
I will have order.
L1 trying. Hey! You're so strong!
Into the wind!
Submit to me!
Into the wind. Oh, get out of the water!
Rewrite
Ah!
history!
Ah!
The wind moves.
Wind!
It's fine. Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night!
Woohoo!
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more.
Uh-oh.
Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will.
Then we will smash you into pieces.
The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Yikes!
Really?
Don't
You
provoke
can
him.
tell all that just from his
Don't
moves?
provoke the sword.
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Amonoma Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin Art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Amonoma Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
Are you though? Are
You
you?
returned to Inazuma
Are
to
you, though?
prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
Mic drop!
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Silence, you blabbering fool! I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Boom.
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation.
This is
not
intense.
self-reflection.
Whoa!
Certainly not your so-called
Awkward.
reality. It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Amonoma Yuya from your control.
Wait, what's the bet?
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is a risky strategy. You're dealing with a cursed blade that can possess people.
This is the only way to save Amonoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the blade's puppet. The cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amonoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me.
Aww.
We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
All right, fine. It's not like I can stop you.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
It's creepy! Oh no.
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment. It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
If something feels off, let me know immediately.
I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
That should fit the bill.
Ah, all right. Please lead the way.
What about Amonoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Amonoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Okay, so. Oh gosh, okay, so now we basically we're fighting. We're going to fight to prove. I think I'm a little confused about what the outcome is. Like, if Kazuha wins the fight, then that means that the blade goes away, or if he loses the fight, that means that the blade gives up. Which one is it?
I shall protect the lady of the clan.
Just like... Oh, I have to keep playing to find out. Okay, okay, that's fair. That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. But... Yeah. Okay, okay, I see what y'all are saying. It'll be spoilers if you tell me. Okay, I just thought that he sort of just explained it and I missed it. But it sounds like maybe not. Okay. Okay, let's go make this happen. What is y'all's favorite, what is y'all's favorite story quest? Wait, so are we doing this for the prerequisite of the
lady of the clan.
Of the Wanderer's story quest, so I'll need more keys? Is that what we're doing? Yes. Okay. 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 This makes sense now. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Ooh, okay. People are saying for their favorite story quests, we have Elhatham, Yoimiya, Nahida, and Kazuha. Ah! Patricia, are you happy we're doing Kazuha's quest then? Yoimiya's second story quest is so cute. I don't know that I've done the first one. I wanted... Scar's quest doesn't need keys because it's an interlude. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Let's see, some people said, oh, Shen has Venti's. I want to do Venti, but I want to do that with Erica.
Protect the lady of the clan.
Raiden. Oh, I had to do the Yoimiya one. Oh, I don't really remember it then. Okay. Ooh, Zhongli. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we have to climb this thing, I think. Oh, Child has a story quest? Yes. I knew that. I don't know why I was surprised. Okay. Because isn't Child's story quest about his brother? I haven't done it, but I feel like I've heard about it. Oh, Ito. Okay. There's just so many to do. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm constantly... I feel like there's just like always more for me to do. For those of you who asked if I'm playing Honkai Star Rail, I am not. And one of the reasons why is I just feel like with Genshin, like I already have so much I need to do, including build some of my characters. Like my Raiden Shogun is still level 1. So I'm a little overwhelmed already with the amount I need to do, and yeah. What is this? I know. Mods, I would love for you to help, but here's the problem. I have to do this. I have to do the world quest to unlock the Raiden Shogun's fight. I can't even do the Raiden Shogun's like fight. So I have to do that. I have to do that world quest. And I tried to do like world quests on stream. Should I just do that world quest off stream? Is that what I should do? Should I just do that world quest off stream? Chat, what do y'all think? I don't even know what it is. Sorry, I'm putting my hair in a ponytail because I feel like this is about to be a fight. Okay, so I have to find a time to do that. Maybe next week we'll do it. I don't know. All right, let's do it. Wait,
Leave
where's
everything
everyone
on this
else?
journey to me.
Okay.
It's my lucky day.
They really made him strong for this.
Finally, I get the very good. Let's get down to business.
How come I don't have my whole team?
Wind
Ah!
Clouds high.
The birds call.
One with nature.
Very. Finally, I to the very.
Kazuha!
You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Okay. He's trying to match my fighting rhythm. Y'all, are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? Because I just opened a chest all on my own.
The wind knows me.
No one even had to remind me.
Finally, it's my lucky day. As one with wind and cloud.
Whoa! Something's up with the blade!
What's going on? It's grown dimmer?
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amonoma Yuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Can you imagine if every fight was this easy for me? Like, what would it be like to watch me play Genshin?
One with nature.
If I was always this good. Would you enjoy my streams more if I struggled less? Be honest! Be honest, chat!
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight!
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time, we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk!
The wear and tear is severe. It really looks like it's about to break.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun. Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
Will he listen to you? Though the truth is right there in front of him.
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming from?
You shouldn't fight with this blade anymore.
Yup. We can help this time.
We get to fight!
Don't worry.
Oh.
I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
What's one?
Wind Strider!
To the ferry.
Wow, Kazu, you're so strong!
You win this battle.
You fought way better with your own sword.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed.
Hey.
No matter how hard I
Kazu, you're
tried,
being
I
kind
could
of
not attain that
harsh.
perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What?
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power. Skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amonoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
Kazu, that was like kind of harsh, dude.
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were worked by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Shame it's too late now.
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numbed the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Amonoma Yuya.
Yay!
But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Amonoma Yuya as promised. My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since.
Well, you just
My
did, though.
fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey.
No, because, like, we just
the next
fought.
in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Amonoma Yuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. He must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
I see. He used my body to inflict harm.
This
on
is just
others.
like more
I
sad,
utterly
more sad,
despise
you
him
know?
and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryo Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention.
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Okay, so now we're okay. Okay. Oh, it's Lisa's birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. Okay, now we can leave.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash.
That was a much more relaxed occasion.
Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin Art, Kaedahara Kazuha.
Successor of Amonoma Art, Amonoma Yuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Aww.
The wind knows me.
This was kind of like an unfair fight, but that's okay! I will still take it!
Into the wind. Wind strata.
As one with wind and cloud.
The wind knows me.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, in your hands it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. Nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone, and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin Art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin Art still has a worthy successor in Kaedahara Kazuha. I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amonoma Art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amonoma Smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go there for?
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
It's Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
A prized Ishin blade, turned weapon that controls the human mind. Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji, from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency, tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Really? Is he okay?
Yes, badly wounded, but he will live. And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious. I have decided to let him do it.
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
The decision is yours. I trust your judgment.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
My power is almost spent. Without
What?
him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes, the cost is my entire consciousness.
Huh?
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all, and shamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
Too dangerous, if you ask me. The remnants of defeated gods are nothing to scoff at.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me, just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Thank you. I'll hold you to your word.
Wait, shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation. And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Dun dun dun. Alright, I think we're almost at the end of this story quest. So, Glenn had donated a little while ago for a banner, but then we all forgot. And by we all, I mean me, I forgot. But Glenn said, ah! Glenn didn't say ah. Glenn said to pull on the Imiko banner. So we will pull on the Imiko banner after this. But we are only pulling what I already uploaded, which Glenn already donated. If you donate more money for pulls today, it will not be done today. So I wouldn't necessarily donate if I were you. You can donate for future banners, but this banner is about to be over, and we are only pulling on this banner what Glenn has already donated. The end.
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amonoma Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please, take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Aw,
Very
Kazuha!
well. I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to
So
inform me.
cute!
Great.
Kazuha's like, I have to follow my
Thank you
own
for your
heart.
generosity.
I support that, Kazuha!
What's next, Kazuha?
Follow your heart! Follow your heart! Follow
I'll
your
probably
heart!
take to
Follow
the
your
seas
heart!
with Captain
Follow
Beto
your heart!
again for now.
Follow your heart! Follow
As
your
for
heart!
my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Follow your heart.
bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these Descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else? And as for your brother... Whew, so many questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
Alright, so we are gonna pull for Yaimiko because Glenn donated for that, but I'm going to pull, I feel, from the this shrine area, from the sacred Sakura. Oh. Okay. Okay, let me move my face so we can see how many pulls we have, and... Okay, there we go! Alright, we are gonna do some 10 pulls! We are pulling on the Yaimiko banner! That's funny, actually. Our first one we're gonna do... Caitlin put in the chat, we're gonna go pss, 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 Yaimiko! And before we get started, thank you, Glenn, for the donation. Sorry that I messed up which one we were pulling on before, but hopefully you enjoy this pulling on Yaimiko's banner. All right, everybody in the chat. Pss, 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 pss. Yaimiko! Yaimiko! Here, Yaimiko! Put it in the chat, put it in the chat. Pss, 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 pss. Yaimiko! Dun, 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 dee. Okay. Who did we get? Oh, we got the stringless bow. Okay, we got the stringless bow. Maybe we should say, what is one of Yaimiko's? Maybe we should just say, you're so sassy. You're so sassy. That's what we should say. You're so sassy. Okay, everybody put that in the chat. You are so sassy. Yaimiko, you are so sassy. You are so sassy. You are so sassy. You're so sassy, Yaimiko. Darn! Okay. Should we say something about Goro? Yunjin! What should we say about Goro in the chat? Should we go, is that Goro? Is that what we should do? Should we go, is that Goro? And be like, is that Goro? And then see if she shows up. Okay, yeah, let's put that. Is that Goro? Goro? Huh? Goro? Is that? Darn! Kirara! Yay! Yay, Kirara! Oh, Let's see if we can do one more 10 pull. Okay, what is one of Yae Miko's lines? We're gonna end strong. What is one of Yae Miko's fighting lines? Okay, right here, right now. Okay, yeah, we'll do that one. Right here, right now. Everybody, put that in the chat. Right here, right now, we are getting Yae Miko. This is our last 10 pull of the day. A short and sweet little pulling session, but everyone in the chat, right here, right now. Dun da 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 dun dun da. Oh! The bell! Aw, man, well, we tried our best. Yae Miko did not want to come home for us. But that's okay, it happens. We did our absolute best. Glenn, I'm sorry we didn't get Yae Miko. Yae Miko's so sassy. That's probably why. But we did get Kirara, and I love Kirara, so I'm glad we got Kirara. So maybe this was a win overall. Yeah, exactly, we're building pity. All right, y'all, this has been a super fun stream. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I can't wait to keep streaming the next week. I think we'll do the Wanderer's story quest, I think. So, I'll talk to the mods. I will talk to the mods about that. Before I go, I want to thank my wonderful mods. Thank you to Xander and Kramen and Diamond and Crisp and Crazy and Brandon and Archie. Thank you so much to all my mods. And thank you to all of you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun. And, yeah, I will see you on the next stream. I will see you on the next stream. All right, have a good rest of your day or night wherever you are. Bye! So, what are you still doing here? The stream is over! You gotta go! You gotta leave. You gotta get out of here. Go, save yourself. Go! Alright, have a good rest of your day or night. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye-bye. Bye! I can still hear her. It's like she's still here with us. I am, and I'm telling you to leave. Goodbye! Okay, seriously, bye. See you next time!